And welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia! Right off the bat, we have a treasure chest containing life bottles we do not need. So, this is right after the one section we were just in at the end of the last part. So, if you wanted directions, that's about as good of directions as I can give at the present time. These look significant, but they don't seem to do anything.
Oh, there's no challenge at all. Don't get careless.
I do want to genuinely figure this out on my own, so I'm going to probably give this one more part before I actually start looking things up.
You're pretty tough.
I think that's how I handled the Heracles, where it was like after that one video where I was lost in the entire thing, I decided, you know what, I need to look this up. Saw has a skill that does recover some health when she loses. When she gets hit by an attack, it recovers like a proportion of health. So that's good to keep in mind. My big issue at the moment is I don't think we're doing enough attacking damage, so I think I am going to switch out somebody. I think I'm going to switch out Rita because, quite frankly, she's not really helping. The problem with just having Rita is she is helpful for like crowd clearing, but the problem with her is she doesn't help much in the short term with like taking out one or two enemies that are, you know, harassing the healer characters, for example. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Now we're all attacking this one monster, which is great teamwork. Also, by the way, considering you can spend grade on things, I actually think that would be a good way to check grade. Should probably have done that when I was at Namkabanda, but I didn't think about it until now, of course. Does Estelle have the draught sword? Because I'm pretty sure that just, yeah, put the enemy to sleep. So those do absolutely nothing. Ninja dog mask. Okay. Boosts physical, but drops magic. Oh well. Yeah, dropping Rita for now, just temporarily, because the enemies do hit pretty hard, and it's really not good when you're trying to keep a healer alive to have too many mages around. Okay. You know what? Holy bottles would not be a bad idea here.
I have been trained by knights. I won't lose.
I wonder if if that's the thing in the movie. I've heard Estelle's barely in it. It's mostly just Yuri and Flynn. And Rapide, to some extent. Showing his owner as well, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, even Rapide gets backstory. I've also heard there was like a manga for Raven talking about like the Great War. Which is cool. And I think Mike covers some of the like interim of when he just drops out of the party as well. The main thing with these monsters is they're multi-hits, so if they get you into a combo, it's kind of a bad place to be in. No one has item thrower, apparently, because no one's using items on Estelle. And Estelle surely isn't using items for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went down there. Wasn't there another path? Okay, this also doesn't seem to go anywhere. Crusader 13. An ancient bow named after a renowned sniper. This weapon will never miss its target. Unless I am controlling Raven, because I, for some reason, am terrible at controlling Raven. Can we get up there is my current question. Because I do see a bridge over there. Where the heck even are we at this point? Yeah, give it till the end of this video to try to figure out on my own. I think that's fair. Anything more than that just might be like overkill.
Man, could you be any weaker?
I'm actually running from
Don't let him
this
trip you up.
just because of the back attack. I have no healers except Carol, which is less than ideal, but I got a fail strike, so it wouldn't have mattered in the end. And I ran straight into it.
We should really enjoy
Time to
these
get
little
around
times
it. But hey, it's not a back attack, so that makes it automatically better. Personally, I rank Estelle, Raven, Carol in terms of healers, because nice recovery smash is just, or nice 8 smash is just kind of a very limited move in terms of just surface area even. I'm very quickly running out of items. I really hope there's actually a chance to buy items somewhere, because this is really bad otherwise. Or maybe it's just because Rita was set to monitor TP recovery more than HP recovery, so and also because she has item thrower, she just tends to use item thrower a lot more.
Brilliant! Brilliant!
I'm not 100% sure how the AI is set up. I haven't actually tinkered with it that much. I probably should.
You're using too many arts. I'm sorry.
Which also brings up another funny story. I don't know if I've told this on a video or not, but Final Fantasy
That was
12.
wonderful.
There is a
I'm even stronger now.
system in that game, the name of which I do not remember, where you can basically set up what attacks you want characters to use when. It's also the most broken thing in the game if you actually know how to manipulate it properly. Yes, I can speak, sort of. Now we're back here. We were here, right? Yeah, we were. I'm legitimately getting confused. It's locked, so we...
Did people really live in this place? I don't know where we're supposed to go next.
It's like the place is made to confuse us.
It was probably built according to a plan at first, but after all sorts of little improvements, it ended up being the tangled city that it is. Isn't it strange that such an advanced civilization would have such haphazard planning? Maybe they were so advanced that the plans couldn't keep up with the rate of progress. Perhaps they thought technology just a few years old was outdated and changed their plans.
There's no use making guesses about what happened to a lost civilization. Let's keep going.
You're not interested in figuring out how that lost civilization kept from getting lost?
We men will make a path.
That's right.
Oh, please. So go ahead, lead the way.
Yeah, lead the way. I kind of wish this skit, actually told us where to go a little bit more. Instead of just being like, yeah, we're getting lost. Hooray. Doesn't actually give helpful hints on how to actually get unlost, though. But hey, we're in a new area, so that's a good sign, and I already see another place we can go. That might be where we were last part, actually, now that I think about it, with stairs. Yeah, that might be it. Got a treasure chest here. Nectar bottle, whatever. It's like we're not going to be coming through this way again, so might as well pick up all the items we can.
We're so high. I wonder how much farther we'll have to climb.
Yes, I've never even flown this high with Baul.
To think that this is a weapon to beat the Autophagos.
The Garayos civilization was even greater than I thought.
But we're the ones who have to beat the Autophagos.
Yeah, we'll be in for trouble if we leave things up to Duke. Let's hurry.
Does that mean we're getting somewhere? Please tell me that means we're getting somewhere. I hope so.
Ooh, now's our chance.
But here's
Strategy worked.
the thing I find in every Tales game's Final Dungeon, it's kind of a little bit of guesswork. Like, I didn't really plan to find it like that. It's just, it happened. It's like, I kind of wish it was a bit more, it was a little bit less of guesswork and more of, there's a clear, like, path you can go, but there's also, like, side paths that may contain shortcuts or goodies, like some games do. And, when the characters are making fun of a dungeon being convoluted, that's not really a good sign, is it?
Alright, who's next?
Not particularly, if you ask me.
You know, maybe you should,
Apparently that's called hanging a lantern after a quote from some Shakespeare play. I want to say it was Macbeth, but then again, my mind just kind of defaults to Macbeth when I hear Shakespeare because I know nothing about Shakespeare. I read Julius Caesar in high school, and that's about it, really. Probably what will happen is we'll get to a point where, like, oh, look at all these teleporters, and then we can warp back down to earlier levels once we actually get a little bit further up. My guess, at least, as to what those teleporters are for. No clue if that's actually true or not. I'm a crack shot. You should see me playing Overwatch.
Don't get cocky.
Yeah, that's not fun. Maybe it's also because I use controller. That's probably not a good strategy in Overwatch, but I also play on PS4, so or played past tense because PS Plus is like way overpriced sometimes. I enjoy Overwatch. It's just I don't know if I can justify $60 a year on playing just for playing Overwatch because like the problem I have is there are 2 games I really want to play online. Overwatch and Final Fantasy 14, and those subscriptions are actually autonomous from each other, so they don't matter. If you have PS Plus, that doesn't guarantee anything for Final Fantasy 14. And also, of course, the Final Fantasy 14 subscription won't help you with PS Plus. So my main issue is I don't want to get to that point, I guess, where I'll be juggling 15 different subscriptions for a different game platform. I mean, I dropped Xbox Live years ago because I don't know anyone with an Xbox that plays online games. Pretty much everyone I know just has an Xbox just, well, for this game. Yeah, I'm actually legit trying to think if I know anybody who has a 360 for any game other than Vesperia, and I actually can't say off the top of my head. It's weird. But again, I mean, this is the reason I wanted an Xbox back in 2012-ish, I would say. Again, Abyss on 3DS I think came out February 2012. Don't quote me on that. But then I decided to play a bunch of other games as they came out.
So was that okay?
I think I also played Symphonia next. It was either Symphonia or Graces that I played after Abyss. And I know it has to be at least 2012 or 2013 because the collection wasn't even out for Symphonia. And I could have sworn that was 2013 in Japan, 2014 in the US. But again, don't quote me on that. I don't remember. I just have a vague recollection that that was the case. Then I played, yeah, Exilia in 2013 for sure, because that was the first quarter of college, so that was 2013. Did not make it very far because college. But also Xenoblade. That's a story in itself. Yeah, I think timing-wise, actually, this is going to be my second longest game ever. In terms of just beating the game. I legitimately think so. Because we have a lot left, obviously. And we're at like 78 hours or something. I want to say 78, 79, something like that. And Xenoblade is at 90.
Guess practice makes perfect. Perfect.
I think Persona 3 I spent like 70 hours on. Persona 4 I think took about 80 on my first playthrough. Oh, 78, 79. Perfect guess, really. Just in the middle of that. But yeah, this is up there for long games, because 80 hours is not anything to sneeze at. That's a long game. For an RPG, a story-based game. I need to specify because, you know, you can play a life sim forever. You can play like The Sims or Animal Crossing, you know, a million hours easily. You know, online games, you know, Splatoon. You can play that like, I don't know, a couple thousand hours easily, depending on how much you get into the gameplay. Which is actually funny, side note. I never got into Splatoon 1, but I've been making a conscious effort to get better at Splatoon 2. just because I don't want to be left behind again, because what happened was I bought Splatoon 1, but my online at the time wasn't up to snuff.
That wasn't too bad.
So I then picked it up 2 years later. I'm at level 20 in Splatoon 1. I'm at level 28 in Splatoon 2 as of August.
Let's just
Of
get it
course.
over
I'll
with.
probably be level... No, school. I'm not gonna be level 30 by December. Not even close. Unless I can get up to level 30 before school starts. But once school starts, I'm probably not gonna be playing anything very much. Which is why I'm kind of leaning towards Earthbound for an LP, because I think Banjo will be a lot of work. Majora's Mask will also be a little bit intense because it's Majora's Mask, Great Bay and all that. So yeah, I'm leaning Earthbound.
The sign of victory.
Pretty sure I asked during the end of Galaxy, like, what do you want to see? And then here I am just deciding on my own. Okay, that was a lot less ominous and foreboding as I thought, because it just leads to a normal passageway. I thought that was going to be leading to like a boss room or something. Also, we got a great Leo Fang. Those guys are the enemy, the liney things are the ones that normally drop those. But again, if you are not going to enter Tarqaron before trying to rebuild Arnian, then your best bet is through the the search points near Zaude. Yeah, Earthbound. I know it's weird playing 2 RPGs in a row, actually. I'm a little bit afraid of being pigeonholed, but also not afraid because I like RPGs, so it wouldn't really be the end of the world if I get kinda into a rut with just playing RPGs, because I do like the genre. I'd probably go with, like, platformer, #1, then RPG, sim, and then probably action-adventure. Unless you just put Zelda in its own category, then action-adventure would be a little bit higher up. But, like, I don't play any other action games other than Zelda is the problem, so it's a little bit hard to say if I like the genre or not.
Yeah.
Some games like Yooka-Laylee just walk a fine line between platformer and adventure, which is something I actually like. Did I say Yooka-Laylee? I meant Banjo-Kazooie. I haven't played Yooka-Laylee yet, so I'm reserving judgment.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Oh yeah, by the way, don't worry about running, because we actually need to run away a certain amount of times for Sicily. So, the fact that we're running a lot is actually helping us. Indirectly and directly. As backwards as that sounds. Is that a passageway to the right here? It looks like a passageway. That is not a passageway. Okie dokie. So up we go. Literally. Enemy hitboxes make no sense in this game. I swear I didn't rush that enemy that closely. But yeah, Banjo's a really good game. I want to play that again. I want to play Earthbound. I'm thinking for next Mario game it'll probably be 3D World. Just because I think Galaxy 2 isn't as good as Galaxy 1. In a overall standpoint. Level design wise, it really clobbers Mario Galaxy 1, but atmospherically and story wise, it's a lot worse.
That was too short.
If I can figure out a capture solution for Odyssey, or for the Switch I mean, Odyssey could happen sooner than later. I would love to let's play that game blind. But that'd be also kind of a total headache to play blind. I think it would also be ultimately rewarding to do it that way.
I don't care what rock you crawled out from. Bring
Also,
it.
I just realized that's like a wasp with a... Okay. I started talking before actually looking at, like, reading the name. It's like, that looks like a wasp with a gun. It's like, oh, gun hornet. That explains a lot. Wow, I was not aligned properly. But yeah, here's a fun fact about Tales games, is they don't play like this anymore. I think Dawn of the New World was actually the last one to use this combat system. Now they use like a 3D fancy battle system that just makes my head want to explode just looking at it, because it's definitely different, but I don't know if it's good. That's the problem. The little demo of Vesperia I played didn't really convince me. The combat system was, you know, like, fun. It kind of felt like we chain arts together, but it also could run into the problem of just being a little bit overcomplicated. But oh, that was like 1337. Is that lead speak?
Hey, come on!
I don't know lead speak. That's like before my. That wouldn't be before my time. That was like early 2000s, wasn't it? Or was it earlier than that? When was lead speak a thing? I don't know. First time I heard read lead speak was actually Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time, where there are two Hammer Bros that speak in lead speak for some reason because of the lack of additional regional dialects in America that are easy to portray, is my speculation. I don't remember for sure what the actual reason was. Pretty sure they spoke in a Kansai accent in the American, in the Japanese dub. That was a little bit scary, actually, clipping past that guy. That's a worse weapon than a joke weapon. Okie dokie then. Moving on. Okay, come on. What's the actual door we need to go through here? There's gotta be a door here that actually works. Otherwise, this will be a really wasted trip. Well, this looks ominous. Yeah, this looks pretty ominous. Oh. Locked. No surprise. You know what? I'm really scared for what's actually down there, so I'm gonna do this. Nope, not gonna mess around. Okay. One issue I'm having right now is I'm having a hard time telling what I can actually walk on. Okay, I didn't think that was gonna happen. I just shot the thing because I saw it sitting there. I was like, okay, I'll just shoot this with Sorcerer's Ring. What's the worst that can happen? It rolled into like a hole in wall one, essentially. Now, do I need finesse for this, or is it just kind of automatic? Apparently it requires a certain amount of finesse. Okie dokie. Miracle Shell. What did those do? 60%. Sure, give that to Estelle, just so I can pick that up guilt-free. Oh, look, it's down to 3 now. Okay, so that was a birdie. If you want to use golf terminology. Fun fact, I've never played golf, but I have very distinct memories of playing a lot of Mario Golf and being kind of salty at it. I remember getting Mario Golf the same day I got the Sonic Mega Collection. And guess which one I played more. No, it was not Mario Golf. And that's how I got into Sonic, actually. But why am I telling the story now? I should wait till I play Sonic Adventure, shouldn't I? Direct shot, right? There we go. If that does what I think it does, then this is gonna be dumb. I'm just gonna say right now, then this is probably gonna be kind of dumb. Oh, that's actually an accessory, not a weapon. Like, my theory right now is that unlocks the elevator, but that brings up the really big question of what kind of locking mechanism for... Wait, what? I'm legitimately curious why it said exit. Oh. Okay. You bet I'll save. Again, my theory was I was gonna unlock the elevators. I'm actually gonna go back and check that now. And I was gonna be like, wow, this is like the most convoluted way to activate an elevator ever. It's like, instead of just pushing a button to call down an elevator, you have to like roll 4 spheres into a hole in the center of the room. Okay, so that wasn't it. And what does that do then? This doesn't matter, we have a save point.
These little times together.
I mean, yeah, it's funny how many games I've played in the last 22 years of my life. Now that I'm 22. It's actually weird not saying 21. As odd as that sounds. You know what? That's a problem I actually struggle with. Oftentimes I'll be like, oh, what year is it? And then I'll be like, oh, 2016. And then it's actually 2017. So I'm going to be doing this a lot in videos that I've advanced recorded. I'll be like, oh, December or like January 2017, even though it's actually 2018, because that's just what I always do when the year changes around. I can never keep that straight. Thank you, Mr. Mantis, for moving out of the way. So we got door number 1 and door number 2. Which should we pick? I apparently picked correctly unless they both lead to the same place. This is really ominous. Like, this is really ominous. I'm not sure if I want to do this yet. So I think we might end here, just to be on the safe side. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Tales of Vesperia.